Lina Kadura, so I work in CEA D10 in France. And today I'll be talking about, well, a common topic this morning on PCB manufacturing and an additive manufacturing of PCB technology, and I'll give some inputs on our developments in CEA regarding process, sustainability, and reliability of these PCBs. Okay, so a little bit about CEA for those of you who don't know. Well, it's the French Alternative Energy and Atomic Energy Commission. Originally built, 80 years ago. The birthday was Saturday, I think. Mainly for defense and security originally, but since then we have many centers around France. We're about 20,000 people working at CEA in different domains, whether it's low carbon energy, healthcare. Like I said, defense and security is just the historical domain of CEA, but also digital and electronics and so on. Personally, I'm located in Grenoble area, so it's a very nice area. We're about 20 people working on printed electronics. By printed electronics, I mean that we work on flexible hybrid electronics, so printing sensors, actuators with specific inks and polymer inks, thin film transistors and so on. But we're also working on hybrid electronics, and what I mean by hybrid is that we will print the tracks and then assemble more classical components such as ICs and silicon-based components. And we do that on various substrate materials. We have a clean room to do that. We have a sheet-to-sheet process. This is our format, is 32 times 38 centimeters. And we do have major, like all the main, I would say, printing technique tools, but also more classical ones such as vacuum deposition. And we do also thermoforming for our in-mold activities and the back-end equipment. We also are a multidisciplinary team, so we act on the whole value chain from the design and modeling phase up to the prototyping. We do process development, so we don't formulate our inks or make our substrate and so on, but we do have collaboration with the major ink providers to benchmark these inks. We have a very nice electrical but also optical characterization platform in CEA that is shared between Liten and Leti, they are the microelectronics guys. And we do have the assembly, integration, and prototyping as well. So we have a very nice facilities to work, but we also have quite the nice environment as well. So this is kind of the really highlight of the city is Grenoble that is surrounded by the Alps. This is the kind of activities we make. We have all year. But I've been living there for 10 years now, and even on 10 years, you can see the decrease of the quantity of snow every year, the high heat phases in the summer, the dryness and so on that is increasing year after year. So this is why this is really precious environment that we need to take care of. And this is why I'm talking about sustainability today and electronics. This is how it's defined. It's meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. To put this differently is basically we can innovate, use, develop, but the idea is to do it responsibly and, and allow future generations to do the same and access to the same resources that we have. This is how it is to develop in a sustainable way. And to integrate all the eco-design and so on from very design phase, we need to think about sustainability and what's going to be the end of life of our devices and so on. So this is a summary of my talk. The main part is going to be sustainable electronics. I will talk about our developments in CEA. And then I will talk about reliability and aging, because this is something that we are asked about a lot by especially industrial partners, and some LCA calculations that are specific for our demonstrators, and finally some outlooks. So the idea when I speak, so we're mainly going to talk about, when I say sustainable electronics, is going to be the hybrid electronics developments that we do, more specifically for PCB manufacturing, okay? So I will talk a little bit about conventional electronics. So what do we mean by PCB manufacturing? Why is it interesting to have printed electronics in this domain? And finally, kind of try to answer this question that is, can this technology be sustainable? Okay, so conventional electronics